What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail. Out with the old and with the new, baby. Uh, Employment, new employees versus automation. So, President Biden has put in kind of a mandate. Like, listen, man, y'all don't get these vaccinations, playboy. We're gonna have some issues, player. You know. Now, take that in consideration with what I've been seeing lately as far as employment goes, because if you ever worked, if you're young, what normally happens is if you're young and you get hired on a job, you're usually replacing the older people who've already retired, or the older people they're trying to push out the door and rush them to retirement. And the difference is financially that the money you're making as entry level is probably more money than you have ever made. So that's good money for you. And the money that the people that are getting pushed out the door, they're like, "Oh, you trying to get somebody to do my job for half the work, and I'm supposed to train them, and how am I supposed to live like this if they didn't prepare properly for retirement?" But here's the new the new monkey wrench thrown in this equation: automation. Because what you wind up having is older people who still do the job better and more efficiently than the newer employees, because the newer generation doesn't have quite the work ethic. I will come in and work 3 days, I'm gonna call in 2 days, that type of thing. But at the same time, you got older employees who are stealing money, just on the clock, just stealing, they don't do nothing the vast majority of the day, and then I did this and I did that. They know how to get over on a system per se. And looming in this whole situation is automation. Because instead of having the transition from old to young, now it's like a transition from old to automation. And young is kind of in the middle, the ones who can hack it and the ones who can't got to go. And, I clown even with my coworkers for years about, y'all gonna stop, making up these dumb reasons for overtime and, oh, I had to do this and I had to do that. It's like, bruh, just say you living off the overtime. So now you just out there every day, getting an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of overtime just to get an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of overtime because, like in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you got a raise using your overtime, and now you change your lifestyle, and now you can't afford to live off your regular salary. Just say that. Just say that, I seen a new car, player. I seen it. I know you got them payments, player, but you balling, though. You balling, I'm so tired of balling. It's just 2 minutes in my mix. Yeah. You never heard a baller say nothing like this. So, in the process of all of this automation, gig economy, changing economy, wealth transfer, you got people who are pretty much, I think the only business model that's probably going to not take a hit initially is entertainment, nightlife. Because everybody's going to want to party and go to concerts and want to look famous and want to be cute and want to, pose for the pictures and pose for the gram and stunt for the gram and clout chase. And it's like, and get on social media like I'm killing it in life. And it's like, bruh, all right. But see, those tickets going to get more and more expensive. That parking going to get more and more expensive. Because people going to want to be discovered, more and more and more. That's the Hollywood, if they just see me in the crowd, they're going to pick me out and it's just going to change my life. Like, why don't you just go to work? No, man, I just got hired because I've seen numerous people quit. Like, numerous young people quit. Like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do it. And I'm like, bruh. And here, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Real talk, real talk. If you're young and it's like your first week and it's too hard for you and you walk out and you quit and you leave somebody else to do your quote unquote work, you need your ass whipped. Because what's gonna wind up happening is you're gonna wind up doing that multiple times. Y'all think y'all don't do that just, oh, it's just today. No, y'all do that multiple times, multiple jobs, multiple places where you just pack up and quit. That's not cool. So you got out with the old. So now, in a sense, you prolong the old being there because the older people, and you could say in some instances, these older people raise these younger people to be this lazy, so it kind of is self-preservation and self-sabotage at the same way because these kids ain't gonna be are not going to take care of, us as we get older because we taught them to be lazy. Just saying. So then you have that whole dynamic come into play, and who's going to replace that? Automation. But that's my thoughts. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Peace.